The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. President Bongbong Marcos ordered law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies to intensify their operations against the remaining POGOs. He said this during his meeting with the police in Camp Crame yesterday. PBBM said the Philippine Anti-Organized Crime Commission, the Philippine National Police, and the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group should carry out smaller but multiple operations against POGOs. As of November 29, the government has canceled over 53,700 offshore gaming licenses. OPAOK Executive Director Gilbert Cruz says they will begin operations to apprehend illegal POGOs that continue to operate next year. He also called on local government units to report any signs of POGO resurgence in their jurisdictions. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
Where are we now in the campaign against POGOs, in the closure and the wrap-up of their operations?
So far, yung mga malalaki natin, yung sinasabi natin mga big POGO hubs na ipasara na natin, ano? Aside of course, those POGO hubs that we raided in the past, marami na po yun. And recently, meron nga pong nagsara. And I think it was shown in doon sa mga networks po natin and sa mga newspapers po natin pinakita how is it kung yung pagkakasara nung pogo na yon. And we're looking at yung mga naiwan na lang ano at yung talagang magmamatigas na to operate still despite yung sinabi po ng ating presidente na they only have up to the end of this year to cease their operation, or else ito pong pagpasok po ng the next year magsisimula na po kaming manghuli ng mga natitira at those rogue pogos who opted to operate pa rin kahit the guerrilla type or yung mga patago na operation na gagawin nila.
No less, No less than the president has actually flagged that, yung tinatawag yung guerrilla POGOs or yung mga nagtatago bilang BPO or whatnot. Ano po yung plan regarding that? Of course, medyo mahirap siya isara kung hindi naman siya talagang blatantly exposed as a POGO. What's the game plan there, Yusek?
Meron na kami mga intel reports as to those who are yung talagang magko-continue and yung mga nasa listahan ng PAGCOR and yung mga nasa listahan ng PAOK actually iniisa-isa na namin ano. And with that monitoring malalaman na namin kung sino talaga yung magtutuloy-tuloy. And doon kami magpo-focus next year ano. Pagpasok nung taon talaga we will be start operating on this rogue pogos na nagkalat at yung mga malalaking pogos na tumigil but actually gumawa lang sila ng smaller scales na mga pogos at tapos kumalat sila sa buong bansa. And with this, kasama po natin ang DILG and the local government units to help us in this campaign kasi kagaya ng sinabi ng ating mahal na Pangulo na hindi naman mag-ooperate talaga ito at hindi naman talaga sisibol itong mga POGO operations na to without the knowledge of the local government units. Kasi sabi nga niya, kitang-kita naman ito and there are a lot of red flags or indicators showing na ito ay talagang POGO. Like halimbawa, if they are operating during nighttime and then there were presence of foreign nationals dun sa area.
President Bongbong Marcos led a security command conference in Camp Crame on Thursday. The discussions focused on concerns for the upcoming 2025 midterm elections and the investigation of high-profile cases, among others. The National Police said the meeting had nothing to do with recent political issues.
There's no need for loyalty check. We remain loyal to the Constitution and we know our mandate.
Also discussed in the meeting was the administration's current war on drugs. President Marcos wants to shift operations to curb the source of drugs in the country.
Sabi niya, let us hit for harder.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. 3 weather disturbances continue to affect the country. The Intertropical Convergence Zone will bring scattered rains over Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. Scattered rains are also expected over Bicol Region, Quezon, and Metro Manila due to the easterlies. Meanwhile, the northeast monsoon or amihan will trigger light rains over northern Luzon. Did you know that heat wave was this year's most searched term among Filipinos on Google? Filipinos were looking for the latest news and tips on how to counter the extreme temperature we experienced in the earlier half of the year. Other top searches among Filipinos on Google include the late actress Jacqueline Jose, the Olympics, two-time Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo, the animated film Inside Out 2, as well as climate change, character AI, the late One Direction member Liam Payne, AI detector, and the zodiac sign Gemini. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia says candidates and political parties will have 3 days before the campaign period starts to remove all forms of propaganda from public spaces. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
3 days before the start of the campaign period for nationals, which is February, I think 11, kailangan baklasin nata yung mga existing propaganda materials na nakapaskil sa public places. How do you intend to enforce that? Kasi some of these, ang argument nila, these are commercials daw for pampakinis ng balat, yung mga ganun ba? Pero alam mong kandidato sila. Ang lalaki ng mga billboard
dapat nating matandaan kasi nga po ang sinasabi ng Supreme Court sa kaso ng Piñera versus COMELEC dahil ininterpret yung Section 14 ng Republic Act 9369 ay hindi pa sila kandidato. Kandidato lang daw po sila sa unang araw ng campaign period. At yan po ay February 11 sa national position at March 28 sa local position. So ang ibig sabihin, ngayon po wala kaming magawa talaga.
Yes, sir.
Talagang po minsan nakakainirita nakakairita na yung mga nakikita natin. Yung mga pagmumukha nila, nakalantad lahat dyan. Kaya po, at this point, hindi po talaga role ng COMELEC. Ito po yung role ng ating po mga LGU.
Yes.
Sila po dapat papatanggal nito. Kung kaya naman, ang sabi namin, dapat at least 3 days before the election, para lang po maliwanag ang lahat. Sino ba talaga ang kandidato? Ano yung tinatawag na campaign materials? Tanggal po muna lahat yan. Yung lahat ng naandyan upang makakuha ng tamang permit o permiso mula po sa Commission on Elections o kung hindi man sa ating po mga local government unit. Para lang po ma-distinguish nating mabuti alin ang partisan political activity o campaign material at alin ang hindi. Siyempre, alam po natin pagpasok ng kampanya, yung mga kandidatong may mga artista, kandidatong may mga, halimbawa sabihin na natin may programa sa radyo, telebisyon o kaya naman po sa social media, medyo stop muna po lahat doon. Yan po ang ibig sabihin natin kung bakit patatanggal. Kaya ba ng COMELEC? Opo, ginawa po natin yan ng mga nakaraan na pinatanggal talaga natin at hingi po tayo ng tulong, lalo na dito sa Metro Manila sa MMDA.
Chairman, hindi nyo ba nakausap yung DILG, yung Interior Secretary? Pwede naman niyang idiretso kung even if you have no control over the local officials, pwede naman idiretso sa DILG, di ba? At pwede naman nilang pag-usapan yan. Have you tried talking to the Interior Secretary para tungkol nga dyan sa pagtatanggal niya mga illegal na mga campaign? Well, not illegal, but yung mga campaign materials na yan. Alam naman natin, pag nandun yung pagmumukha nila pang kampanya yan
Ma'am Ami, sa kasalukuyan, wala pa po kami formal na diskusyon at syempre na ipaparating ko lamang itong aking sentimiento na sabi ko nga sana yung mga LGU kasama ng DILG ay sana po matulungan tayo. Dahil syempre sa puntong ito talagang wala pa pong kapangyarihan. Ang COMELEC, papasok po ang kapangyarihan ng COMELEC sa January 12 kung saan po dyan magsisimula yung tinatawag na election period.
Samahan po ang buong MVP group sa merriest celebration ngayong taon. Sabay-sabay po nating panoorin ang Merry ang Vibes ng Pasko, the MVP Group Christmas Party. This is a two-part Christmas special directed by Mr. Johnny Manahan. Ngayong December 15 at 22 na po yan, 5:30 p.m. sa TV5, Sari-Sari, Buko, 1PH, with same-day catch-up sa RPTV. Kaya naman tara na at gawin nating Merry ang Vibes ng Pasko. And those are the top stories of the hour this Friday. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.